Welcome to day one of getting my life together. Good morning. So the first step I'm taking towards getting my life together is setting up a morning routine. What I want part of that routine to be is doing some yoga when I wake up in the morning and reading books. So this is me just following this 5-minute yoga routine that I found on YouTube. It was actually quite relaxing, so I'm probably going to actually stick to it and do it every morning. And here I'm just doing my very light morning skincare routine. And the first step for me is just applying some moisturizer on. I use shea butter because that's what works for me, and it's kind of thick, so you want to make sure you warm it up with your hands before you begin. And now I'm just making sure I work it in, and you can find it at most beauty supply stores near you. Now I'm just applying some Vaseline on my lips to moisturize them, and I like to put a lot on because, as you know, it just disappears throughout the day. I like to brush my edges back and then just put on some jewelry. This is my favorite part of my makeup routine, applying the blush. I like to put on little dots on my face first before you begin, and then you can use an angled blush brush to blend it in. The secret to a flawless blush application is to make sure you blend it in. And that's the finished blush application. It's not like too much, a little bit of a pop. And here's me fluttering my lashes after putting on some mascara. So that's my makeup routine. Also, it's kind of light because I'm not really getting too much done today. It's just gonna be mostly at home. I've been trying to get back into reading books for fun because for my schoolwork I do a lot of reading, and so when I want to have fun and relax, reading is not gonna be on the top 10 list of things I'm gonna do. But now that I'm not going to school at the moment, I want to get back into reading for fun, and I have this book that's been sitting on my shelf for months now. So instead of doom scrolling on social media all day, I'm just gonna read a book instead. But before that, we gotta get some coffee first. Jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell a noble. So the next part of my morning routine is gonna be me reading a book. And today I'm gonna start reading this book called Iron Needle. I found it on TikTok. It's supposed to be a really fantastical story about robots and feminists, top on the patriarchy. So I'm gonna get started on reading that. I got through the first chapter and the prologue. So far, I'm really liking the main character, and it's kind of a revenge story, so I'm excited to see where it goes. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about my life and why I started this YouTube channel. I've been in a really depressed state for a while now, and that got worse because I not only failed a course in my final year of university, I also procrastinated on updating my study permit, which I need to maintain my status in Canada as a student and to be able to continue living here. And it ended up expiring. Yeah. And that means that I can't go to school or work anymore in Canada right now until I get my new one. I finally applied for it, which I procrastinated on more again. But it's done, so now I just have to wait for the new one to get here. And all of this happened between May and August of this year, And so for the past like 3 months, I've just been rotting and doing nothing. I'm at a point where I'm ready to get out of my lazy girl era. But yeah, it's gonna give me something fun and productive to do while I wait for my new study permits to get approved. And that brings us to the final thing I'm gonna be adding to my daily routine, which is going for a walk, like a 30 minutes short walk, depending on how cold it is. It's gonna be a way for me to get outside of the house and feel the sun, touch some grass. I also just moved to this new area, so it's also gonna give me an opportunity to explore and get to know where I'm living in now. Okay, so I'm heading for my daily walk now, and I'm hoping I'm gonna see this cute little cat I saw the last time I went there, but it's kind of like all dark and gloomy today and kind of cold, so I don't know if the cat is gonna be out, but fingers crossed. I see the cat. The house is huge. This house is so nice. It's a cute little house. It's fall time in Canada right now, so everyone is putting out their dead leaves. And tomorrow is garbage day, so I'm gonna make sure I don't forget to put out the garbage today. There's a really steep hill, like on the street. That's gonna be a pain when I'm coming back. This is where I saw the cat the last time I was here, and I was hoping I was gonna see it again, but sadly no cats. Okay, and we made it. Oh. Just came back from my walk. That was so cold. Oh my god, I was freezing. But anyways, it was still nice to get out of the house and kind of see the neighborhood a little bit. I'm so wiped from that hill. That hill killed me. Finally glad to be back in the warmth of my house. Bye. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Dry.